This tutorial will go over how you can use our HoloPlay plugin for Unreal to develop high-quality 3D interactive experiences with Unreal Engine 4 on your Looking Glass display. Made by Epic Games, Unreal Engine is a popular, widely used game engine that is known for its stunning out-of-the-box 3D graphics. It's used in game development, architectural and automotive visualization, real-time applications, and much more. Using Unreal Engine with your Looking Glass guarantees incredible visuals for your 3D holographic content, regardless of your development background. Those without coding experience can use their Blueprint visual interface and create interactions without having to script at all. I'll show you how to set up your Looking Glass with Unreal and start developing awesome content right now. For this tutorial, you'll need Unreal Engine 4.24, Looking Glass's HoloPlay plugin for Unreal, Visual Studio 2019, and of course, a Looking Glass. This tutorial is aimed at those that have at least beginner experience using Unreal. You should have Unreal 4.24 and Visual Studio 2019 pre-installed before we get started. Visit visualstudio.microsoft.com if you need support installing Visual Studio. Make sure you also download our HoloPlay plugin for Unreal Engine 4, and if you don't have it installed already, HoloPlay service. Visit Looking Glass's documentation site for any further support. Okay, let's get started. Create a new project in Unreal Engine. Open up Epic's launcher and create a new project in Unreal. For this simple tutorial, just select Games for the category with a blank template using a Blueprint project. Let's also keep the starter content too, just to keep things simple. Once you've created your project, right-click in the content browser to create a new class. We're creating this class so that we can generate Visual Studio files once we drop the plugin in our project folder. Name it whatever you'd like and hit create. Visual Studio will open automatically to show you the script for the class you just created. Close Visual Studio and save your Unreal project and close out. Now let's add the plugin to our project. Navigate to the folder in which your project was saved. That'll most likely be in your Documents folder within the Unreal Projects folder. Copy the plugins folder from your downloads entirely and paste it into your project folder. Make sure that the name of the folder is Plugins, and within it are the folders HoloPlay, HoloPlay Pro, Joystick Plugin, Leap Unreal, Pixel Streaming, and SDL. After you've placed your plugins folder in the project, right-click the Unreal project file in that folder and select Generate Visual Studio Files. Note: if you can't find that selection when you right-click, it means your UProject files didn't associate properly with Unreal Engine. In the description below, I'll link you to a short and simple tutorial on how to fix that issue. Once it's finished generating, double-click your project file to open it. You'll likely be prompted to rebuild some modules in the project, so if that's the case, select Yes. Add a HoloPlay capture actor to your scene. The HoloPlay capture is the primary camera component used for rendering and visualizing objects in the Looking Glass. In order to render your scene to your Looking Glass, you'll need to first add one to your level. Make sure your Modes panel is open. If it isn't, open it from the Window tab. Now search HoloPlay capture in the Modes panel, search Classes box, and drag and drop the actor that appears into your Level Editor 3D viewport. A box with two cameras should appear into your scene. Now let's view our scene live in the Looking Glass. In the toolbar, the panel that defaults at center top, you should see two play buttons. One is the normal scene play button and one is the HoloPlay play button. To view your scene in the Looking Glass, hit play on the HoloPlay play button. Now that it's running in your Looking Glass, you'll find that you might want to make some adjustments. Let's click on the HoloPlay capture in the World Outliner list to make available several properties that you can adjust. Location and rotation of the capture box is pretty self-explanatory. You can either adjust these values in the editor itself or do what I do and use hotkey W for position and E for the rotation of the capture. Size is the overall size in horizontal Unreal units of half of the capture box. Adjust this to scale the view of your capture larger or smaller depending on what you're going for. The near and far clip settings adjust the near and far clip plane distance of the capture box. Toggling the Use Far Clip Plane specifies whether you clip the far plane or not, which, when turned on, also allows you to adjust the far clip plane value. FOV, or Field of View, sets the field of view of the camera like normal, but adjusts how far the camera is from the center. In visual settings, you can customize the color of the capture box, or frustum, the color of the line that denotes its middle plane, and the line thickness. This is all up to your personal preference. I generally like the middle plane line to be a bit thicker so that I can see what's sitting in the center of the capture box more easily. The last property I'll go over is quilt settings, in which you can apply an override quilt texture, and you can also specify the quality of quilt you'd like to be rendered, as well as how you would like it to be tiled. Now, let's package our project. In the drop-down options on the HoloPlay Play button, there's an option to lock in main viewport. Click Stop on the Looking Glass Play button and select that option. Select that when you're ready to package your project, unless you would like the project to display in both your monitor and your looking glass. The steps of packaging a project using a looking glass as the display are the same as the usual steps for packaging a project in Unreal. I'll link to their documentation on packaging projects in the description below. Now you have your first Unreal holographic scene running in the looking glass. If you're a beginner, test out Unreal Engine 4's automotive and architectural example assets to get your creative juices flowing. Or, if you're already fluent in Unreal or C++, go ham and make some incredible game or interactive holographics. If you have any questions or need support, don't hesitate to email us at support@lookingglassfactory.com. Submit any builds you make in Unreal, either by submitting them to our Made With site, our community platform that hosts creative holographic content, or directly via email. We look forward to seeing what you create.